I love how you don't even see Link, like, keeling over or anything like that. It just says, this is the lava. That's what you are now. You're just slag in molten rock. Fuck you. Still gonna start me back with only 3 hearts, isn't it? God. I could neck that chew jelly, but I don't want to. I feel like I'm saving that for something better. The fact that it does up my attack damage means I'm basically saving it for... bosses. I'm curious what it thinks... Right. I'm curious what it thinks Star-Lord is locked behind, what Virus is locked behind, and I have a theory, which I'm going to test when I've got everything else in this dungeon. My theory is that it's the what's it called? The what's it called? Good one. That it's actually the visualizer for whatever reason thinks it's the Master Sword that's locking him in the same way it thinks that for Star-Lord, and if it's false for Virus, we can assume it will also be false for Star-Lord. So basically, if I complete this dungeon successfully, I'm just going to go and have a crack at Star-Lord. Fuck it, we'll figure out what happens when we get there. Yeah, that was satisfying. Knock you pricks off the ceiling. Now this is going to be a confusing shot. Explosion! What did he... Did he die? Did I do good? No idea. Right, where's my regular bow and arrow? There we go. That's very cool. I do enjoy that a little bit. Now, is the chest just going to be here? I already had the biggest, like, on-the-ceiling mirror thing. A mirror thing? Magnet maze. Can't remember. Right, open up. Piece of heart. Now, there's another one over here in the gate room. Where the fuck is that? Right over to the left, you say? Fascinating. Oh, there's a toad poly in here. Well, they were not always there. I guess it's just while you're backtracking, it's like, hey, fuck you, think fast, toad polys. Get up quickly. Okay, how did I miss this one then? Where is that? Oh, it's just I just could have gone that way and I just didn't. Not my brightest move, I'll be honest. Alright, what's in this one? The Giant Quiver. I always forget that non-dungeon stuff can just turn up in a dungeon, but there we go. 100, nice. And that's everything in the gate room, and then there's just the final one. It calls itself a Clawshot Crest. I always forget that there's heart pieces you have to backtrack into dungeons for in this game. I must say, it's one of the things that makes this game a bit easier to do a randomizer of compared to Wind Waker, is getting back into the dungeons and back through them again is kind of straightforward, whereas in Wind Waker, God, it was a balls to even get back to any of the dungeons. Are the lads going to have respawned? The lads have respawned. Well, let's shoot them down. Or not. That's my Hawkeye when I need it. Where are you, Jeremy Renner? There we go. That did not hit him by any stretch of the imagination, but thanks for the forgiving hitboxes, game. So I reckon it's kind of up there? Oh, I think I see how I get to it. I must have to claw shot up from over here. And onto the grates. There we go. Can I grab that? Absolutely can. That's cool. Never knew about that. I mean, I must have done it, because I think it contains a piece of heart, so I must have done it at some point. But I say it was a while ago that I did this. 20 quid. There we go. Let's cross the final few things off. So, reckons I still can't get the thing. Let's test this out. It thinks I need the Master Sword to do Virus, which is literally not true in any stretch of the imagination. Because you don't need the you can't have the Master Sword by this point. So, not only am I now just going to go on and kill Virus the way I do, I am also going to, after this, proceed. Oh, that's fine. I am going to proceed straight on and do Arbiter's Grounds as well, because I have strong reason to believe that it's talking shit about the Master Sword being needed to those. So, add that to the list of things to send along to the developer. Which is worth knowing, that those do not lock behind those in any way. I don't know whether that's an issue with the tracker, or whether that's actually an issue with the logic of the game thinks you need that. Either way, it's almost certainly false. Or I'm just going to somehow softlock against Virus here now, so both are going to be interesting. I actually want to get ready with the... Oh no. Because I wonder if I can do more damage to him with the bolt and chain. Almost certainly can, but I need the bow and arrow, I need the iron boots, and I would need the thing for that, the ball and chain, and this game is cruel and only gives you 2 fucking item slots, which is awful. Oh, this bit should be fun as well, where you mince through all the lads. And I'll get a thing ready as well, because there are some fairies. It'll be nice to have a fairy for the next time I make a dick of myself. Ow! Ow! God, there's like no variance to their shots. They're either in a position where they can hit you just perfectly every time and you can't fire back, or they're just useless garbage. Oh, he's gonna die a horrifying death. Yep, he did. Now, let's go for a record of how many can we kill with a single mortal draw. We wait till the right moment, and then mortal draw. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Die. There we go. Oh, cool as fuck. Right, let's get ready to grab myself a fairy. Not even going to offer me a fairy before a boss fight? Not even going to offer me a fairy before a boss fight? Cruel. Right, well, let's get ready and let's take on Fyrus. Love the design on Fyrus, by the way. See, this blatantly opens. You're a liar, game, is what you are. Or I am going to softlock here, which will be fascinating. That's got some real Eye of Sauron vibes there. Yeah, this is well cool. Horrifying, like the design, but... And you know, the classic Nintendo giant glowing weak spot on center of forehead, which is useful. It's interesting how many bosses in this game are like a creature changed in some way. Like, so this is Darbus, but fucked up. Then there's Ook with his creepy head parasite. Yetta. There's definitely a kind of very much a darkness within creature kind of concept here. Oh shit, he's actually surprisingly hard to hit. Or I'm just surprisingly bad. Both are options. Jesus! There we go. I'm actually going to switch up to the special suit as well. Why not? I got the money to burn. Right, I now want to have the ball and chain ready. So now we have to grab this, magnetize, and deck him. Down you come, mate. And now we got our moment to... I think I'll do genuinely more damage if we just go and club him in with the fucking thing. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Oh, no. What? Okay. Can't damage him with the ball and chain, then. That's presumably by design. Well, how would that be by design? As it'll be a really tiny hitbox that the ball and chain literally just can't hit properly. At least now I can just get the fuck away from him and aim. Oh, it's nice seeing even just like the arm of the magic armor there while I'm aiming the bow. So yeah, you just don't really see it at all much in the normal game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There we go, we're all good. Whew. Must say as well, yeah, all the bosses in this game pass the Zelda cool boss test of they're all fucking gigantic, which very much makes them much scarier than regular sized dudes. Looking at you, Skyward Sword, with your 2 Girahim boss fights. Right, let's finish this guy off then. I also like how his body's not really there, like it's in the process of burning away, basically. Like where there's not fire, he's kind of hollow. That's a cool bit of design, but kind of freaky as well. Right. Final cycle should do it, because we're supposed to have the Ordon Sword at this point, so our damage should be reasonably 4-cycling him. 3-cycling even. Nintendo's always 3 cycles. Yep, finishing! Nice. Well, that's Fuse Shadow number 2, and that lights up a lot of stuff around Kakariko. All of this shit. Wonderful. Hoover that up after this, and then we'll go and take on Yaman as well. By Yaman, I of course mean Star-Lord. Do I actually have any of the sign of the Fuse Shadows on the pause screen? Or does it just show me, I guess because it doesn't know whether I have Fuse Shadows or mirrors, it doesn't know what to show, so it just doesn't show anything, yeah, in that right space to the right. Right, what's he going to give us? 20 quid. Totally worth killing a boss for. Right, let's head out to Kakariko and do some shit. There's a thing to do on the trail as well, like here, depending on where this puts me. But I think this puts me back at Elden Spring, so they always put you back at the spring. Right, let's clean up some Kakariko business. So first things first, in the Mallow Mart we can buy the, in inverted commas, Hawkeye? Which may actually just be the Hawkeye, quite frankly. Since it's a non-progression item, they may have just not bothered to randomize it, which is fair enough. Oh god. Oh, do I have to do... Oh, no, I have to do Talos sharpshooting before I get access to the Hawkeye, I think. Well, let's do that. Let's try and do what I was trying to do ages ago and climb up there and do that hovery thing with the chicken over to that thing. That was it. So the way up to the hotel doesn't open so much as there's just a Goron here that will yeet you up. This tracker doesn't seem to be aware of where you need Gorons to be yeeted up, so that's worth pointing out to them. So this takes us up to the hot spring. There's a night shop up here which will sell us stuff, but more importantly, I want this chicken. Come on, you. Come here. Yeah, little chicken. Gotcha. Right. Now with this, I can get over to there. I mean, I could have got over there anyway, but crucially I can get over there with a chicken. This is what we wanted. Now from here, where's that chest at? Round to there. That still seems like a tough glide. Nah, I think you've got surprisingly a fair amount of forward momentum as a chicken. Well, with a chicken, not as a chicken. I'm not a chicken. Right, let's crack this open. That was only 100 quid, there we go. Right, if you don't... Come on, come here. Nope. Come here. Oh, shit! Oh, right, no chicken for me. Cool, I'll have to get up to Tallow sharpshooting manually then. Well, manually, there's still a Goron that'll help me here with it, but there we go. Actually, there's stuff we can do in the bomb shop now as well, but I want to go up and talk to Tallow and activate his little sharpshooting minigame. Because then he gives us a heart piece and the ability to buy the Hawk Boomerang. Wow. Hawkeye. There we go. Oh, right onto the fucking ladder. That was a hell of a jump. Right, let's do some shooting. Alright, shot the first. Easy. This was clearly what's inspired the engine for Link's crossbow training. Man, I suck. There we go. I remember thinking this was going to be fucking impossible, this shot, but they're really generous on the bounding box for it, actually. Not that generous. And you have to get vaguely in the right area. But yeah, there you go. Absolutely could have just nailed that child there. Skewered him like a boar. But no. Oh, a giant wallet. There we go. It can hold up to 9999 rupees. At least we don't have to worry about that now. Right, now let's go into Melomot and buy the Hawkeye. I hate that these guys are like the equivalent of the Melomot dancers in this shop as well once you unlock the Castletown one. Yeah, it's actually just the Hawkeye. Well, still maybe useful. Right, bomb kit next. Because that's like an expansion-y bomb bag thing that your man sells, Barnes. This also just means we can buy water bombs as well if we start running out, which is at least a handy use for our finances. I may as well just buy a shit ton of bombs because I got money coming out the wazoo, so there's the bomb kit, which was 50 rupees, but there we go. Right, up next, we've got the one on the trail. We can show Ashay's sketch to Rallis and I'll be like, hey, that looks like the Yeti. Here's a reekfish. Here's a coral earring for catching a reekfish, but obviously we've had the coral earring since like basically the beginning of the game, so we're going to do that. And then we've got the one up the trail, which that Goron will launch us up to now, and once again, the visualizer seems to think we'll get stuff from the night shop, and I suppose the Goron shop up at the hot springs was kind of like that. It just gave me some weird rupees for buying stuff the first time, but it's listed as lantern oil, red potion, and blue potion. What the fuck does blue potion do in this anyway? There's no magic. No idea, but we'll buy those anyway, because why not? So we don't actually have to talk to Rallis or anything like that, there's just... he would be here, and he's turned into a chest. Don't have to show him the sketch or anything, brilliant. Entire piece of heart. No, it's just a fifth piece of heart, it's not an entire heart container. Hey, look at that, we're on the second row, that's cool. Right, let's head up to the trail and have your man yeet us into the sky. I believe this guy, we can use him up to the side. And now we can get to this upper level. Brilliant. There are also piers from my little scopings around. Is there always a Karkarok here? Oh no, it's just my own bird. You know, the one you occasionally summon for obscure reasons. Yeah, there appears to be a tiny Goron man here, like a child. That's what I mean by tiny man. Well, I wonder if I could actually just claw shot it up onto those overhanging vines. Oh well, what does this guy say? Oh, that's real. Thanks for that enlightening comment, friend. Right, so let's grab this chest. And then we'll just wait till nightfall. Fiver! Yay. So here's the Wee Night Shop, and apparently every element of this should... Oh, here's this guy. Should give me something randomized? Let's find out. Lantern oil first. So that got me lantern oil in my bottle. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. That got me red potion. And that got me blue potion. Those were completely not randomized though. I suppose it's there for in case you have shop sanity mode on. So there we go. I thought I'd specifically disabled shop sanity. I can't remember which of these buttons is shop sanity. Or was it bottle sanity or something? They've written down somewhere what these buttons do, but I can't remember. Okay, so these are the options that they can be. I don't know what fake bottle for shops is, but I apparently have it turned on, but I don't have shop shuffle itself on. But yeah, I had various early things off because they default off. So early desert, early city in the sky, early Palace of Twilight, and open Hyrule Castle, which kind of means in order to get to those I have to have the appropriate things for them, which is why, realistically, Hyrule Castle is going to be the last thing I do, because it's also... what was I going to say? Yeah, Hyrule Castle is going to end up being the last thing I do, because I need to have beaten all the other dungeons, as in got the Mirror of Twilight and all the few shadows before that anyway, but technically it could have been open. All I need is the items to progress through it, which may have been slightly more random, I guess, but I wanted to leave the settings to default because I played with all the default settings. That really looked like that was going up until I was very close to it, and still kind of does. Yeah, I de-defaulted... guess we're going there then. De-defaulted all the settings in... or a lot of the settings in Wind Waker, and it made it last a long time. So here at least I'm doing it the proper way. Though so far, yeah, I've done the Forest Temple, some of Snow Peak, most of Arbiter's Ground, the rest of Snow Peak, and the Goron Mine, so I'm not exactly going in order. Next is going to be, well, I'm going to finish up Arbiter's Ground, which is what I'm out here for. Then it will be onto, not the Lakebed Temple, unless I can absolutely avoid it, so it will probably be... No, it'll basically have to be the Lakebed Temple, looking at what I've actually got access to. Other than that, either that or fanning around at the Sacred Grove, so Lakebed Temple it is then next. But I can't remember if anything actually unlocks from beating... actually just from beating Arbiter's Grounds. So we'll find out. Let's head through to Star-Lord. Oh, actually there's a Poe here, let's kill him quickly first as well, to add to my collection. Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection. Ow! Oh, there's another one here in the middle of the Bulblin encampment. Don't remember that being a thing, but there we go. I fucking missed again! Ugh, I hate that that's an option. Third Poe here before we go in. A lot of Poes kicking around here. Right, let's roll on Star-Lord and find out if I am going to softlock. At which point I can just die, actually. Still creepy at this point as well, Zant, even, yeah. Though this is when you see, like, the mask starting to slip a little bit. Oh, God, that sound every time, it's awful. And it fits with the creepy mask. And this really cool sword he whips out here that you literally only see at this point. The Scimitar of Twilight. I believe he uses it in Hyrule Warriors, but Hyrule Warriors is non-canon, so there we go. But it's cool that that's like... I always like the Twilight kind of geometry patterns and how that clearly animates Star-Lord. Anyway, on with the show. Now, that's worth knowing. So I died there by falling into the sand. Ow, shit. Worth knowing, if that happens... while you're wearing the magic armor, you're just charged, but you don't take any damage from that death either, because normally that takes a couple of hearts off. So I guess it'd be the same for falling in lava. I was just charged about 20 quid for it, which is amusing. Alright, let's get his next vertebra. And his creepy, like, skeletal warriors that you never literally see in any other thing ever. Other than, I think they're the ghosts in Hyrule Castle, like, the same models as them, but spooked. And in the vertebra. Hey, he looks so funny and stumpy. Ah, piss. Oh, this is why I gotta get sucked down the thing, because unfortunately now I'm here, there's no way for me to get out again. Unless, can I roll all the way up the edges? I bet I can't. Oh, I actually can. Oh, I was taking the piss, but I thought that might have been it for me. Right, let's get the final vertebra. Unfortunately, the magic armor would be better if it stopped you getting staggered, but it doesn't in any way. So it's costing me quite a lot to do this, but it's as I say, not like I need money for anything that I'm aware of. Plus, it looks cool. Never underestimate the importance of that. Function over form. No. Form over function. Ah, nearly had him there. Ah, piss. This is quite a cool fight, this one, Star Lord, for just having a lot going on and just being a really cool bit of design and mechanically, like, spinning into his vertebral column is a lot of fun. And this fake out is great as well. Because you go all the way to the top and, you know, ignite the... Well, you'll see if you've not seen this before. Watch my Let's Play. Watch any Let's Play of it. I'll be baffled if this is your first experience of Twilight Princess. It'll be a fucking weird one. Because, yeah, you have this here where you can just be like, hey, he's dead. Let's go and just, you know, pump myself up to the top of the tower. Oh, balls. I remember the first time I did this, I was like, huh. It's cool they keep spinner tracks on there. I guess it's so you can come back here later if you want. What a fool I was. Right, at this point I'm actually going to take off the magic armor because it's offering me no benefit, really. Right, let's take him on. This is weird as well because we're rotating in the opposite direction to when you're on the Wii version. Because there you're going kind of like around the... Well, the pillar will be on the other side. It's bizarre. Right. Do I neck my rare Chew Jelly now? What are the other bosses I've got upcoming? Moorfield, relatively straightforward. Armagoma, straightforward. Argarok. Nah. Not worth it at this stage. Now, it's possible that this will just now go on forever, if the visualizer is correct, but given that it flagged that for Fyrus, I strongly suspect it's just not correct. It's just somehow... It's clearly listed as you need a sword to beat bosses, but for some reason in the visualizer's code that will have manifested as the Master Sword, which is not accurate. So I've told it I've got the Ordon sword, so it knows I have a sword, and obviously you start with the wooden one, so... In the mouth. This motion was always weird to get my head around. You're going the same direction as them, but just slightly faster, so that's why you're catching up with them. Rather than them looking like they're weirdly, like, juddering into you. There's the bastard. That cycle should have finished him. Maybe we are soft-locked. Because I thought he was 3 cycles here. But that may just be a damage thing. Obviously, we're not dealing the damage the Master Sword would deal. we were like a foot above the ground there, so that was particularly funny. He might be onto something here. Maybe you do need the Master Sword to actually finish him. Interesting if so. No, we don't. That's a lie. I was going to say that it'd be kind of cool, but a bit excessive if they coded that in to be like, you know, if by chance you happen to be using the Ordon Sword at that point for less damage, it was like, no, you need to, like, you can only drive out, like, the Twilight spooky magic with the Master Sword. Would be kind of cool that they coded it, but just seems like a lot of additional work. Well, future Doctor, you don't have to do any visualizer work, but you do now have to send the fucking Git issue request to your man who does this and tell him that for both this and Virus, you don't need the Master Sword, and make sure that's updated. Look at that. You have got some work doing the edit for this after all. Right, what do we get for beating him? 20 quid. Excellent.